We're going to bring people who just experienced this piece, State Power, out to do a quick panel. And I'll introduce our moderator first. Kaleem Aftab will be sitting in to ask them questions. So please come on in.
Hi, the three of you. You all look suitably shocked having come out of that, traumatized. I guess we'll just start before you introduce yourself by just telling us what your reaction is to what you've just seen in State Power.
It was a very scary experience because the way it was filmed, you really felt you were right there, and I was very curious to see what was all around. So that 360 experience was quite, and at one point I actually sat down because it asked you to kneel down, and I actually felt I was being dragged into the cell, which was very scary.
I mean, part of this is that you're sitting inside of a cage and you can feel it. I mean, what would it be like if you were in there 24/7? I mean, we have the ability to take off the VR glasses, but what if you couldn't?
Do you think this is a possibility?
I don't think it's going to happen under the Trump administration, but I do think it's a plausible scenario. One of the things I liked about the experience was that it, I think, was very much based on Guantanamo Bay, if I'm not mistaken.
I kind of have a difference of opinion. I actually just worked on a project that I had to do research for, and I was in New York, and I went to the Jewish Heritage Museum, which actually really depicts everything that went on during the Holocaust. And so many things that they were talking about made sense with what's happening right now in the current Trump administration. So I don't think we're far away. And I think if you talk to somebody who's of brown skin, who right now is sitting in a cage, that no, it's not that far off. Actually is happening in the States. We don't feel like we're the ones who are in cages. We are saying nothing, and eventually, who's going to stop them from coming for us?
Do you think artists are tackling this issue in such an urgent manner, as Millicent suggests that we need?
Oh, absolutely. I think artists are the one who can make the change, really.
But are they trying hard enough?
They are trying, and they will succeed. It's just a matter of not giving up and being resilient about it, that this is how you will feel if you do not voice your feelings.
That if there is a police state, it'll slowly migrate out from that and sort of won't just focus on immigrants and foreigners. It'll start to focus on law-abiding citizens.
In the United States, it is the male Caucasian society that is now becoming, they were the majority, now they're becoming the minority. And there is a real fear and a pushback from that.
I don't see them being marginalized, to be honest. I think you're taking on their language. They want you to believe they're marginalized, but they're still running things.
They're fighting back because their fear is of being marginalized. Fear of losing control. Yes. Yes, it's the fear of losing control. That's why. Yeah, it's real. It's not like imaginary.
I'm not saying it's not real, but I'm saying
imaginary. It's very real.
I'm asking if this pushback, if it's any different to what it was maybe 20 years ago, you would not even have got onto set.
I was on set before there was a movement to diversify. I was one of the few
You were lucky
directors.
in that way, yeah?
No, I kicked indoors, and I'm actually quite good at what I do. So I should be there.
I agree with part of that. I think there is a resistance. I think there is a fear. I wouldn't say among all white men, but there's definitely a fear out there that's being stoked deliberately that white men are this minority, which they're not, and that they're going to lose power.
And then they move to the next group of people. So it'll be all the people who don't have blue eyes. You are demonized, and there is something wrong with you. All the people who don't have long hair, all the people who don't, I mean, that's where we run into a problem. When you start to separate people because of what makes them different, then you start having the possibility of having a police state.